Hey guys, welcome to number 22 of the Derby Career Mode, and in this episode, we are top of the table. In the last episode, we managed to get to the top. We've only lost one game so far in this career mode, so we are doing very nicely, and our first game of the episode is against Stoke City, who are in second, so I thought I'd just commentate over this episode, because I really wanted to concentrate. We've got a big game in the quarterfinal of the Capital One Cup against QPR. If we win that, then we're into the last four, and obviously after that, we're into the final. So, looking at who we've got in the Europa League knockout stage, we do have Celtic. I think that's quite a nice draw. It's not too much of a hard team. They're probably like a top tier championship team or a low Premier League team. They're not too good, and we should be able to get through to the at least the last 16 rounds. So going into our first game against Stoke City, we are going to have to make a few changes due to fitness reasons, the amount of games we are playing at the moment. But we have got quite a good first team. Looking at the Stoke City lineup, they've got this guy called Devison up front. I've never heard of him. Same with the centre attacking midfielder, but Mbula, Adam, Shaqiri, and players like Arnautovic and stuff like that. Very good players. So early on in the game here, ball into the box. Christensen heads the ball into the back of the net to get us a nice early lead in the game. About 15 minutes before the half-time, a good time to score the goal especially. Then we go into the second half here, ball into the back post. I really don't know why Bardi didn't deal with that. That was so close to him. It was still in the 6-yard box. Maybe it was just the power of the cross, but nevertheless, into the last 10 minutes here, ball over the top for Jamie Vardy, who finds the back of the net, makes it 2-1 with 10 minutes left in the game. I think it was Akateshe or maybe even Vyman with the ball over the top to find Jamie Vardy, who did very nicely put it into the back of the net and managed to get us the 3 points in the first game of the episode. So a great way to kick it off against second in the league. A rainy day in Stoke it was, and we managed to be the victor. So that was really good, meaning we are like 5 points clear at the top now, so we're doing really, really well. So going into our next game now against QPR, it is in the Capital One Cup, so going to be a bit of a weaker team, but still they've got some good players in there, like Corker, Ochoa, Poulter, Leroy Fer, Sandro, and Villavida, and Hanani out wide, both very good wingers. So into the 25th minute of the match here, Joe Allen winning the ball very nicely in the midfield, ball through for Dykes, who just finds the back of the net. As simple as that, really nothing too complicated there. Really nice finish from the Belgian, who really doesn't get that many game times. It is kind of a shame how many wingers we do have at the moment, which I'm going to try and look at in the January transfer window, where we can get rid of a couple here and there. That would be quite nice, just to give it a little bit more competition in the few that we do have. So going into the 44th minute of the match here, really nice bit of pressure from Hendrick, wins the ball, gets it through to Bennett, and as you can see, finds the back of the net very nicely to make it 2-0 just before half time. We go into the last 5 minutes of the match here. Unfortunately, do concede a free kick. They did pile on a lot of pressure in the last 10 minutes of the match. They won that free kick, but it was too little too late, and we do go through to the next round. So I'm not too bothered about the Capital One Cup. It would be really nice if we could win like a double or a treble, and it would be quite an easy way to win that, because we've only got to win 2 more games now. It's as simple as that. We've got Arsenal, West Brom, and Everton. Out of those three, definitely want West Brom and probably not wanting Arsenal. So into the next game now against Leicester City. They recently they've got the Premier League title, which is absolutely incredible. And obviously Jamie Vardy coming against his former club. No Robert Huth, no Kasper Schmeichel, no Dyer on the right. They've got Dudu for some reason. But so it's quite a different Leicester City team, but it is an East Midlands derby, so it is going to be quite an interesting game to see how it does go down. So in the 42nd minute of the match here, Christie with the ball into Mane, finds it inside to George Thorne, who does score a beauty of a goal to make it 1-0 in the game just before half time, in the rain again, towards like the months of like December, February, March, and that basically range. Literally every single game is rainy. You may get the occasional one that's clear, but it's really frustrating timing career mode, because it seems like it's an automatic setting, and as you can see there, that's an absolute peach from George Thorne to find the back of the net there. Then we go into the second half, ball into the box again. Bardi not really dealing with those crosses. He has been a really good goalkeeper so far in this series, but the one thing I've really noticed is his corner like crossing and stuff like that. He's really bad at defending those, so maybe we need to look into getting a taller goalkeeper in the January transfer window. But apart from that, you really can't complain with Bardi. He's been a cracking keeper, and for the 5 million that we did spend for him, I think that was a really good price, and he's probably worth like 20 more than that now. So yeah, unfortunately we did only get the point in that game, but it was an East Midlands derby in the rain as well. I'm really not too good, but as you can see there, we've done a bit of training, and a new signing, Ben Davies, who we did pay quite a bit of money for. I think it was around the 10 million mark, including the players. And in the next round of the FA Cup, we have got Morecambe, and as you can see there in January, we're going to be playing Arsenal. It's crazy how many games we've got. We've got the 23rd, 25th, 27th, then on the 31st, then on the 2nd of January. It's just crazy, and our player stamina, it really isn't going to be too good. So, going into this next game now at the Emirates against Arsenal, they have got a pretty good lineup. They've got a few players here and there, like El Nene, Chambers, maybe Szczesny in goal. They could obviously prepare a check. They've got a very good bench as well, like Varane, Verratti, Welbeck, Wilshere, and yeah, you really can't complain with that Arsenal lineup. And unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but it's a good point for us. Like, we haven't done that well against those bigger teams recently, and yeah, I think getting a point at the Emirates in the rain as well, really good point. And it's a bit of a shame that nothing really did happen in the game, but nevertheless, into the next game now against Southampton, I think it is, in the rain again. Like, as I said, in the month of December to like March, it's every game raining, and it's really frustrating. I kind of do want to change it, but it seems like I'm cheating if I do change it. But nevertheless, looking at the Southampton lineup, we've gone for Jay Rodriguez on the left. Kevin Volland, actually a really good player, can play anywhere in the front four, and Graziano Pella up front. There are a few players like Fraser Forster and Bertrand missing from the first team lineup. So into the first 5 minutes here, ball into the box. Jason Shackle had to come into this game due to fitness reasons, and he's found the back of the net very early on. Nice to see the old man still scoring some goals, and yeah, getting us into a nice early lead, especially in the rain. I'm not really that good. Like, passing's a lot slower, dribbling's a lot more difficult, and the visibility's quite difficult as well. But as you can see, that's a beautiful finish from Graziano Pella to make it 1-1. Only 5 minutes later, really nice finish into the back of the net to make it 1-1. And then we go into the 25th minute of the match here. Jeff Hendrick with the ball, finds it inside to Akateshe with his right foot, finds the back of the net to make it 2-1 and to get us back into the lead. A good start into this game. Obviously a couple of goals. It's a shame we did concede that goal, but as I said, I'm not the best in the rain. So into the last 10 minutes of the match here, Classy dribbling around everyone. He's gone past Shackle, ball's fumbled out somehow, and Volland's found the back of the net very, very easily there. I'm not too sure why nobody was marking in, and unfortunately we've only managed to get another point. We've got a point in the Leicester game, Arsenal game, and Southampton game, so that's a potential loss of 6 points altogether, so that's really disappointing. So into our next game, it's not in the rain, it's against Newcastle as well. They have got a couple of players missing from the first team: John Stones, Tim Krul, Andros Townsend, Jose Perez, Papi Cisse. It's not the strongest in Newcastle lineup, so if we could get the points in this game, then that would be good to see. So into the 12th minute of the match here, nice ball into Joe Allen, who finds the beautiful ball through for Will Hughes, who finds the back of the net. Really nice bit of play. I must say that's one of the nicest goals I've seen in this episode so far, and I kind of did fail with that celebration. He did trip up. Then in the 24th minute of the match here, as I said, crosses and corners and stuff like that, it's kind of Bardi's weakness. I know I did bring him out there, and unfortunately again, another point. So we've managed to drop, what, like 8 points now in this episode, and unfortunately we are going to end it off there. Man United do have a game in hand, and if they do win that game in hand, they will go above us. So we have missed a great opportunity to really put some distance between us and second, because now we're going into the month of January. We've got some signings to look at, maybe players leaving the club. There's like Mane, Bardi, Vardy, and many others in incredible form, and I'm going to see them probably going for like 20 to 40 million. So it may be quite a struggle in that month of January where we do change a few players around. I'm looking at a few here: Goretzka, Werner, Lemina, Oztunali, some really good players here. So make sure you do leave some comments down below on who you think I should sign. I think we do need to make a couple of signings here and there, as squad depth at the moment not doing too well. So make sure you do smash the like button, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and see you soon. Bye.